we present our work, Documents in Your Hands, exploring interaction techniques for spatial arrangement of augmented reality documents. Augmented reality offers great potential for enhancing document-heavy office work. However, how can we best support knowledge workers in organizing, exploring, and comparing numerous holographic documents in AR environments? To address this, we conducted a user-centered design study to elicit interaction techniques. Participants first organized paper documents for a presentation to help understand the target scenario. Next, they watched a short sci-fi video showcasing characters interacting with holograms to inspire their designs. Finally, they familiarized themselves with the study environment by locating physical objects within it. Afterward, they explored an AR environment with 110 holographic documents arranged in 22 layouts, producing interaction techniques for 14 typical document organizational tasks. We categorized these interactions into 3 groups: workspace transition, group management, and layout management. Participants transition documents between workspaces via 2 strategies: fetch and assign, and pull and push, for moving documents either nearby or at a distance. They fetch and assign close documents, for which the secondary hand was often used for temporary storage. For distant documents, participants employed techniques like grasping and throwing them into the desired workspace, attracting and pushing documents across workspaces without actual touching, similar to an imaginary vacuum or air blower. Social gestures like "come to me" with curling fingers and "go away" via moving one hand. And imaginary tools like a fishing rod or Spider-Man superpowers to catch and retrieve documents. A group can be created by merging or splitting existing groups. For instance, participants collided and crashed groups together using both hands. They also overlapped one group onto another or used a temporary mediating space, such as their hand. To split a group, participants could either select multiple documents before moving using a lasso, separate them with a slicing gesture, or tear them apart at a designated location. Participants frequently drew with their hands to transform a layout, including symbolic drawing, such as tracing a circle for a circular layout, frame drawing to define the scope of a layout, and direct brushing to form exact layouts, such as columns. Additionally, the source layout's shape could suggest the interaction, such as flicking a vertical stack to form a column like dominoes or fanning out a stack like playing poker. Participants propose various techniques to obtain an overview and extract information from a layout. For instance, one can use an overview and detail approach to inspect a group's documents while zooming in on specific items. A slideshow technique combined with a focus and context strategy allowed navigation through swiping or scrolling. Participants also metaphorically flipped through a book to examine items closely. Lastly, directional swiping was used to move documents aside in succession, enabling navigation through a stack. Next, we present some examples of participants' proposals during the study: merging 2 groups by crashing them together, splitting a column by slicing it into 2 parts, pulling a group of documents as a chain from a breast pocket, creating a row with an accordion gesture, transforming a stack on the table into a vertical grid with a spreading gesture, brushing a semicircular row layout in front, pulling the top element of a stack to chain out a column, zooming in on an item within an overview grid on the table, and swiping through a stack to locate a specific item. Finally, we aim to inspire the design of future AR document management systems. We developed a keyframe-based rapid prototyping system and demonstrated 3 use cases based on our design space and implications. In affinity diagramming for sense-making, a user splits the first column of a grid and compresses it into a stack in their left hand. To closely inspect the group, they flip through it like a book. In office task management, a user transforms a stack into a slideshow, selects items, and stores them into a pocket. To share documents with a colleague, they fan out the stack, select an item, and enlarge it for display. In graphic design iteration, a user brushes the desired layout in the air, transforms a stack into a row. They then rearrange items within the row. To compare items with an existing poster, The user snaps items together and draws a rectangle around the poster. For more details, please refer to our manuscript.